We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has expressed willingness to help find the culprit behind the killing of veteran broadcaster Percy Mabasa, otherwise known as Percy Lapid. Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin and Deputy Executive Secretary Hubert Guevara visited the wake of Lapid at the Manila Memorial Park in Parañaque City on Thursday. Bersamin said the Presidential Task Force on Media Security has already been directed to look into Lapid's case. Concerned agencies are also expected to submit a report within the next 7 days. On Wednesday, Marcos vowed to support and protect media rights under his watch. Meanwhile, a person of interest in the killing of Lapid has been identified by the police. The National Capital Region Police Office and the Department of the Interior and Local Government released today a poster showing a picture of the alleged gunman. The reward for information leading to the arrest of the gunmen has also increased to 1.5 million pesos. Lapid was killed by two gunmen on board a motorcycle on Monday night at the gate of BF Resort along Arya Street, Barangay Talondos in Las Piñas City. Anyone who has relevant information is encouraged to call the Las Piñas City Police. The Department of Budget and Management said a budget errata could help clarify the 544 billion peso lump sum appropriation in the proposed 2023 budget of the Department of Public Works and Highways. DBM Secretary Amenah Pangandaman said an errata may be issued to publicly disclose the projects and programs to be funded by the 544 billion peso appropriation. Despite questions over the DPWH's budget, she assured that projects and programs have been defined in detail. Senate Minority Leader and Opposition Senator Coco Pimentel earlier questioned the 544 billion pesos lump sum in the proposed budget of the DPWH, saying the amount is equivalent to 75% of its total budget for next year. Pimentel warned that the amount could be a source of pork barrel funds, which the Supreme Court had declared unconstitutional. The full implementation of the 5-day face-to-face classes in November is still being discussed at the cabinet level. Vice President and Education Secretary Sara Duterte said the Department of Education is preparing a report that will help President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. decide whether schools shall be provided with blended learning options. The DepEd earlier maintained its plan to implement the full swing of in-person classes on November 2. However, some schools are still in distance learning or blended setup after being affected by the previous calamities that hit the country. To date, DepEd said it allotted 58.5 billion pesos for the construction of 325 temporary learning spaces in areas affected by the earthquake in northern Luzon. Duterte said the resumption of in-person classes is one of the most significant achievements of the DepEd for its first 100 days.
Ang pinakamahalaga na masasabi ko na nagawa natin as a country is naibalik natin yung in-person classes sa ating mga eskwelahan. Napakahalaga na nabalik natin ang option na iyon sa ating mga eskwelahan ang mag-conduct ng 5 days in-person classes. And meron tayong mga schools right now na ganun nga yung ginagawa nila dahil nakita din nila na mas napapadali ang pagtuturo nila kapag 5 days in-person classes ang kanilang kinoconduct sa school. Sa ngayon ay meron pa pong discussions at the cabinet level kung bibigyan pa rin ba ng options ang mga schools with regard to kung anong klaseng distance learning or mag-i-implement ba sila ng blended learning. So meron kaming report na ginagawa ngayon para sa Pangulong Marcos at makapag-desisyon siya kung ano po yung ways forward natin with regard to the options na binibigay natin sa ating mga eskwelahan.
The Philippine Embassy in Bangkok is coordinating with Thai authorities to check if a Filipino is among the over 30 people who died in a mass killing at a daycare in Thailand's northern Nong Bua Lampu province on Thursday. The embassy assured that it is ready to extend the necessary assistance to any affected Filipinos. It also expressed its heartfelt condolences and sympathies to the people and the government of Thailand for the tragic incident. The embassy urged the public to contact its 24/7 hotline if they have relevant information on any affected Filipinos. The suspect, a former policeman, opened fire at a child care center and killed at least 37, more than 20 of whom are children. Afterwards, he shot his wife and child at home before killing himself. The assailant was reportedly dismissed from service in June for drug use. That's the latest and biggest stories from the PNA Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head on to the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We are also shown on the social media pages of the Office of the Press Secretary and Radyo Pilipinas RP1. Stay tuned for more news updates. I'm Bench Bondok. We tell stories that inspire change.